Alright, welcome to part 2 of notes 2.16. So your BuzzMath level, like I was saying, is solving problems with integers 1. You want to take all the rules, remember the addition subtraction rules of SSAK and DSSL, and the multiplication division rules of SSP, same signs positive, and DSN, different signs negative. Number one morning the thermometer showed 14 degrees in the afternoon. The temperature went up by 46.4. So basically they just want you to add 14 plus 46.4. How do you do that? You put a decimal there, 0. Add that up. You should be able to do that yourself, right? 4, keep the decimal, 10, carry the 1, 6, 60.4. And they're going to want you to drop down this menu and say degrees. Right, Michael had 17 points. On several plays, he lost 43 points. Use a negative number to show how many points he lost. So it's going to be 17 plus negative 43. That's DSSL. Different sign, subtract larger. So 43 minus 17. Borrow, right? You cannot do 3 minus 7. So 13 minus 7 is 6. 3 minus 1 is 2. Negative 26. And I think they're going to want to say points here. Number 3, Chloe placed a number of cards on the table. Each had an integer. The sum of the integers is negative 13. If she removes a card that has negative 33 on it, what is the sum of the cards left on the table? So we have 3 cards that add up to negative 13. If she removes a card that has negative 33 on it, what's the sum of the cards on the table? So you can just go ahead and assume that we have negative 33. Removing a card that has negative 33 on it is like minus a negative 33, right? The removes is the minus sign right there. The negative 33 goes right there. So you keep, change, change. That turns into a DSSL of negative 13 plus positive 13, 33 minus 13. Sorry, let me write this over here. 33 minus 13 gives you 20. So sum should be 20 left. Dylan's bank account showed a balance of negative 82. He then deposited his paycheck of 380. So depositing is adding money. So negative 82 plus 380, DSSL again. So 380 minus 82. Have to borrow here. This becomes a 7. That's a 10. That's 8. Then again, have to borrow. So 17 minus 8 is 9. $298 should be in his bank account. The location of a submarine from the surface is represented by negative 47 feet. If the submarine descends another 115 feet, you could do negative 47 plus negative 115. What's its new location? SSAK. So we have 115 plus 47. Same signs add to keep. So 2, carry the 1. 1, 2, 6, and 162, but keep the sign. So negative 162 feet below sea level, probably. If it doesn't have below sea level, then it's just feet. Number 6, at the beginning of the game, Jonathan had no points, so 0. He drew a card that made him lose 6 points 7 times, or sorry, lose 6 times 7 points. So he's going to lose 7 points 6 times in a row. So 6 times negative 7. That's not 67, or that's not 6 plus negative 7. That's 6 times negative 7. So what's his new negative number? Well, what's 6 times 7? It's 42, but 1 negative, it's a DSN, so negative 42 points. A debt of negative 60 is shared equally among 5 friends. Sharing equally is division. So you want negative 60 divided by 5. What's 60 divided by 5? You can go ahead and use your reference sheet or your brain, and 60 divided by 5 is 12. We had 1 negative, so again, DSN, different signs negative, negative $12. So negative 12, and they'll probably want you to put dollars there. Jack put a certain number of cards on the table. All the cards show the same number, negative 7. If the sum of these cards is negative 42, how many cards are there? So basically he's saying all the cards are negative 7. They add up to negative 42. But another way to think about this is negative 7 times what, how many cards there are, equals negative 42. So negative 7 times, we can almost say question mark equals 42. And that's basically just asking yourself, all right, what number times 7 gives me 42? Hopefully your answer is 6. Another way you could do that is just say, all right, we could do 42 divided by 7 to get 6. Now, my answer will be positive 6, and the reason why is because this was a negative, and my answer was a negative. If I had a negative 6 in there, negative 6 times negative 6 would give me positive 42. So it's 6 cards. Lastly, this 9 and 10 are very similar to number 8. We're trying to say, all right, what number divided by, negative 12 divided by what number gives me a positive 4? Since this is positive and one of my numbers is negative, that means that this also has to be negative, because a negative divided by a negative is going to equal a positive, just like a negative times a negative will equal a positive. So 12 divided by what number equals positive 4? That answer is negative 3. During math class, she successfully completed the following problem. So since this is negative and this is already positive, this can't be a positive, because a positive divided by a positive is a positive. So this has to be a negative, a DSN. This is an example of an SSP, right? Same signs positive. This is an example of a DSN, different signs negative. So 30 divided by what number gives you 5? And the answer is 6, but remember we want it to be negative, so negative 6. All right, get to Buzz Math.